ROSCHDY ZEM. The composer of a beautiful music. That's why exceptionally we kept the credits until the end, because Guillaume Roussel is so talented, the composer of the film, Guillaume Roussel. And our moderator tonight, Frédéric Cassidy.
Okay, thank you for staying. I think I speak for the entire audience to say thank you for this incredible movie. I wanted to just say a few words to those who are discovering these two great talents. ROSCHDY ZEM is one of the most prolific figures in French cinema today. He has nearly 100 roles that he has appeared in film and television projects, and he has a French César that he won in 2020. He was the winner of Best Actor in Cannes for Indigène, directed by Rachid Bouchareb, a beautiful film as well, so we're very honored. And Guillaume Roussel, a French composer who is now living in Los Angeles, who is also very prolific with 2 films in the festival, so try to catch his other film, Chien 51, Dog 51, tomorrow. So thank you. If you want to join me in giving them a round of applause. We were just talking moments ago about how unique of historical drama this is, that these events only occurred 4 years ago. So can you please, we'll start with ROSCHDY, could you please tell us how this project came into your life, into your path, and how was it to play somebody who is a real French hero, a real person?
Okay, I'm going to try to speak English, but my vocabulary is very limited. First of all, when I met Martin, the director, he didn't have a script at all. But he needs my agreement to write it. So he told me about the story in a few words. And I guess it was strong enough to seduce me. Because like everybody, I heard about what happened in Kabul. It was not a long time ago, it's maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, 4 years ago.
So it was very present in my mind. And he told me about this character, Mohamed Bida, which I never heard about. And as an actor, I thought that there was something incredible to be involved in, because you know that you rarely face that kind of character in your career. So the story, the character, and the fact that it was very actual, all those reasons was strong enough to seduce me and to be committed in that project.
And
what about the Dodgers, the women?
Well, I'm not sure you guys want to know right now.
Just asking.
The game's not over. Let's just put it that way. But Mohamed Bida wrote a book that details this. How did you prepare for this role? Did you meet with him? Did you read the novel?
I met him very later, because I need to imagine a character. I need to build a character in my mind, in my imagination, in my fantasy also. Because whatever, even if you playing a true character in a true story, you make it a movie. And so, first of all, I need to build something with my imagination and with the talk and the exchange with my director. But at least I need to meet the guy, just to
Before filming?
Sorry?
You're saying you wanted to meet him before filming?
Yeah, before filming, of course, yeah. But after a long process that I made on my own, and that was important because he was everything except a hero and very humble. And that gave us some ideas, like, you know, the handshaking. We need to put him in a very human way. He's not Tom Cruise, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Or Rambo.
But the fact that he was very humble makes him a real hero for me. And that part of the character was the main thing to play the character. You know?
I feel like when Kabul was falling and there was so much chaos, the way you portray him has an intensity, but also a calm, a very present. And there's a lot of sequences with no dialogue as well. We just observe you. Can you talk about this calm in the storm?
The thing is, the question that we were asking, that what was our responsibility about talking about a country that we've never been there, we don't know it really, so we need to have a what I call kind of respect of the story and about the Afghan people. So it's a high budget for a French movie, but we decide very quickly that we will not use effects, and so the silence and you know, no effects, no gunshots, no fights, no car accident. Everything was, the thing was to focus on the character that I played, so and try to put the emotion on those moments that we have to assume: quiet, silence, thinking, sometimes being afraid, to assume to being afraid of the situation, to take not to be sure to take the good solution. All those things that was very important for us, that we want to be focused on.
I want to pick up on something you said, because you mentioned silence, and I want to bring you in the conversation, Guillaume, because the music is so important to just like the heartbeat of the film and the tension, but then there are also moments with silence. And so when did you know that the film needed to be underlined or underscored, and when was the silence the music?
So it was a discussion with Martin that we had. I think it was the more important thing for us, because as Roger just said, there was this we don't want this movie to look like a blockbuster movie, and we don't want to play with the emotions and the pain of the Afghan people. And music is probably one of the elements that can put this movie in the wrong direction and make it look like there is no respect and we're just doing a show here and we don't care about the people, which is definitely not the case. So for every scene, it was a long process to find the right tone for the music. So when there was tension, we were trying to be careful and not overplay it. And I think for me, the most important was the emotion of ROSCHDY's character. And that's, you mentioned silence, and we were talking about this in backstage with ROSCHDY. I mean, to me, the most important part, as far as the music in this movie, was to try to enhance his emotion, his inner emotions, and all the emotions that the character was going through. So the fear, the loneliness, and all those emotions, and again with the right amount of intensity. So it's never going to feel artificial or too much. If that answers the question.
And did you start working on the score when the film was edited, or do you start when the film is being made?
We started the music process at the same time as the editing, picture editing. So because again the music was very how can I say, it was a very sensitive subject. It was important to picture how the music was reacting. I mean, what's the impact with the music on the picture. So we did a lot of back and forth with the picture editor and trying to find the right amount. But it was hard for me to work from, let's say, the reading of the script. Again, I needed to see the scenes, and I needed to be inspired by ROSCHDY's performance. So in this case, I worked quite, not late, but during the editing.
And you're meeting with Mohamed Ida, and there's, now that the story's finished, we know how it ends, but he had to guide all of these actions without knowing if there would be success. Did you, in your conversations with him, what did you learn about his faith of, he disobeyed the orders and he had something guiding him, or this confidence, and what did you get from your encounter with him?
The thing is that Mohamed, before he came in Kabul, he was a cop during 40 years. So he had the sense of being brave. And when you talk about this with him, he said, I just did my job. And my job is to secure the embassy, and that's it. He doesn't feel like he makes something extraordinary or special. And that's very special for us because I watch him and talk to him with a lot of fascination. And for him, it's just, a fact. And that's maybe, I think, because he was a cop during his last 40 years, and it's their spirit, the way they act.
And was the subplot with Ava and her mother, was that fiction, or was that also part of the story?
It's a concentration of many characters. There was that ONG,
NGO.
and there was also a translator, and he mixed them in only one character. But it is inspired by the real people.
The scene where your character and Ava first go and she's translating, and there's the ligne de mire, the target, and it's such an intense scene. If you could tell us, what was the scene that was the most meaningful or most challenging or most thrilling to shoot?
It's very hard to find what a man or woman can feel in front of Taliban with Kalashnikov and talk to them. When I talk with Mohamed, he says, I have no other solution, so I have to face them off. But for an actor, is what are you supposed to feel when you're in front of them and talk to them? So, I just listened to what he says to me. He's doing his job. And it was more difficult for Ava that she had to play fear because she was totally frightened, because we know what the Taliban thought about women. But they had a kind of respect for Western people, and especially for somebody who represents the law for a Western country. So it's very weird. There is a scene that Mohamed talk about. He's not anymore in the movie. There was a checkpoint, and he was almost arrived to the airport. It was another checkpoint with Taliban people, and all they want is his watch. He said, "Just give me your watch." And okay, you can pass. So put this in the movie is very hard to believe in it. But it's sometimes your life depends on a watch, and a very not an expensive watch, very ordinary watch. So sometimes that's absurd.
And maybe I'll ask both of you, when was the first time that you saw the film finished? Was it at Cannes? And at when's the first time you saw it on a screen and your reaction to seeing what you both created?
It was in Cannes, I think, for you as well, right?
A bit before that.
Yeah, well, I guess after the mix, I think we finished the mix of the film just a few days before Cannes, and it was a great experience. It's always a great experience to watch the movie in Cannes, because all the professionals here, and it's great to celebrate with the team.